29 minutes before 7. Welcome to the program Break of Dawn Newspaper Review on the station. Don't forget you're live on Facebook, we're live on YouTube. You can subscribe to our YouTube page and like our Facebook page also. 32FM 949 Ibadan. When the time comes, you open the phone lines, you make a contribution, you react, you respond to any of the stories that you are interested in. My name is Dele Adeyanju, and with me this morning I have three newspapers.
Good morning, Dele. Good morning, our dear listener. Welcome to your morning tonic. I am Olutayo Ogunade.
I bring you headlines from the Daily Post newspaper. First, Bamishe Ayonwole's death. Why BRT bus didn't have inbuilt camera. Sanwo-Olu. Sunday Igboho released Nnamdi Kanu now. Ohaneze begs Buhari government. Also, Oshunguba Ademola Adeleke emerges PDP candidate. Oshun 2022. Tumbabayemi emerges factional PDP gubernatorial candidate. Also, PDP submits nominees for Umahi Igwe replacement in Ebonyi State. More headlines from the Daily Post newspaper. War. It is difficult to trust occupiers. Ukraine reacts as Russia announces ceasefire. Your role is as my commissioner worthy of note, Tinubu Hills. Also, Umahi's sack. It corresponds with Amechi versus Umeha. CNPP Hills court ruling. Ukraine will fight to the end, won't lose. President Zelensky wants Russia. Umahi's sack. Why governors can't be removed from office for defecting. Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer, Ozekome. Also, Akwa Ibom Assembly approves Governor Emmanuel's 150 billion naira loan request. More headlines here. Saraki reacts as Adeleke wins Osun PDP primary. Over 50,000 people set to join ADC in Abia. Just a few more before we look at another paper. Kwara local hunters vigilante arrest 7 suspected criminals in Ekiti. And Bamishe Ayonwole, police clears air on deceased alleged missing body parts rape.
All right, to take my first story from Daily Trust newspaper. How terrorists ambushed, killed 63 vigilantes in Kebbi. Osun 2022, confusion as 2 candidates lay claim to PDP tickets. Reps seek humanitarian aid for Nigerians trapped in Ukraine. Court sack Ebonyi government or governor. Court sacked Ebonyi governor kicks. Governor Cakes as PDP nominate replacements. Right, INEC. Another one here from Daily Trust. Another Ganduje critic remanded for defamation. I'm still governor. Umahi accuses George of embarrassing APC. Ayade, Matawale, and lawmakers who may lose their seats over defection. From the business side of Daily Trust, airlines grown as aviation fuel exceeds 600 naira per litre. I take that again. Airlines grown as aviation fuel exceeds 600 naira per litre. How terrorist ambushed killed 63 vigilantes in Kebbi. I took that earlier. One more that will move to another paper. 2023, Tinubu meets APC reps Wednesday.
From the Punch newspaper, agenda bills. Imodu Institute urges Buhari Osinbajo governors to support passage. Also, Obasanjo, most visionary Nigerian leader, says Ayaku. Coalition orders Gombe government to remove political stand around school areas. Naval chief warns officers against indisciplining others. FEC hails Osinbajo leadership qualities at 65. Claimants worry as Rivers Monarch Son parades self as king. Brno lawmaker offers free UTME registration for 1,000 indigent students. Also, from the Punch newspaper, 10.06 billion naira disbursed for presidential clinic, State House permanent secretary. NSAS police seized my property for 3 years despite court order. Pharmacist. Federal government, Romanian universities to offer fleeing students free accommodation. And DIG Joseph Egbonike slumps dies in Abuja. Those are some of the headlines from the Punch newspaper.
We'll look at Premium Times. 40,000 women die from pregnancy-related complications yearly in Nigeria. Despite court ruling, I remain Ebonyi governor. We'll see. Okay, bloodbath in Kebbi as terrorists kill 63 vigilantes. Kebbi killings, Buhari expresses sadness, demands more proactive efforts. Nigerian banks' hidden costs hindering financial inclusion, as according to a report, fuel scarcity. Buhari, 3 other officials who failed Nigerians. APC crisis, Senate caucus expresses worry. Plans to intervene. Federal government releases 10 billion naira for presidential wing of State House clinic. 2023, Oshibajo will communicate stance officially soon. spokesperson. Global CO2 emissions rebounded by their highest level in 2021. PDP names replacements for Governor Mahi deputy after removal by court. And IWD, how climate crisis threatens food security for women and girls. You add.
From the front page of the Nigerian Tribune, PDP moves to take over Ebonyi as court sacks APC's Umahi deputy. With this riders, party nominates Igariwe Udogu as replacement for Umahi Igwe. Sent names to INEC. 16 APC lawmakers also lose seats over defection. Judge lacks the power to remove me, Umahi. Also, ASU strike. Students block Lagos Ibadan Expressway. No court can stop National Assembly from amending Electoral Act. Senate President. Commuters groan as BRT buses suspend operations over Bamishe's death. Federal government releases 10 billion naira for presidential wing clinic. Adeleke wins Osun PDP governorship primary. Oyinlola others hold another primary at Wagdiv. Reps to reconsider 3 rejected bills. Women, governor's wives shut down National Assembly entrance. 3 more. APC convention. Bello fixes NEC meeting for next week. Says Buhari has not asked me to resign. Apono Dwede. 62 killed by bandits in Kebbi. Buhari unhappy, presidency says. And finally from here, page 15 story of the Nigerian Tribune. Buhari to inaugurate second Niger bridge in October.
Let's look at the Guardian newspaper before we go to some analysis. Federal government has spent 400 billion naira on second Niger bridge, says Gambari. Total darkness looms as 14 power plants cripple supply. Lawan rejects court order on amendment of Electoral Act. Obasanjo Anyako others lament Nigeria's lack of domestic foreign policies. 28 years after federal government approves allocation of 22 houses to 1994 Eagles, Ghanaian publication puts question marks on Onazi's recall to Super Eagles. We'll go on a commercial break now. We'll be back.
Amazing Day instant cereal. Think they're amazing.
Have you heard? There's a seasoning for every meal. On the seasoning is full of flavor. Delicious, tasty. Mama's happy day. No. My hunger. Rich flavor. Aroma. Delicious. Mama's happy day.
Mama's helping hand.
Hello, am I speaking with Mr. Confirm?
Now me be Mr. Confirm.
I'm calling from your bank. We want to help you secure your account. We need you to send your bank details so that we can continue.
Hey, wait first. Sure you know sabi why they call me Mr. Confirm? Now because I dey confirm everything wey concern my money, and even this one, I don't already confirm am. Them say your bank no fit call you to send your BVN number or any bank details because they don't already get them for inside the bank.
I beg, come out. Now people like you, they like to spoil business for us.
Hey! Now so the thing when you reach, shine your eye for fraud and scam. No send your BVN or ATM pin give anybody. Call your bank to confirm any call or message wey concern your money or bank detail. This message is brought to you by the Central Bank of Nigeria and the Bankers Committee.
Ìyá bọ̀lì àǹtí, ìyá bọ̀lì ètò, ìyá bọ̀lì tèmi nìkan ṣoṣo. Má sá mi pa. Wetin you want?
Abeg, when you go market, I really need more Maggi chicken. Maggi chicken gangan ni o.
Ewo tún ni Maggi chicken gangan.
Na the real Maggi chicken, Maggi elediye. If you no sabi the difference, make I tell you. Dem write Maggi chicken flavor seasoning on top the pack. Maggi chicken flavor, e dey give food ogbonge taste, color and aroma wey go totori you. O ṣá mọ̀ pé ní tèmi dùn.
Oh ṣé ìyárísí of life.
Yes, ke. When asking for seasoning, ask for the real Maggi chicken flavor. Maggi chicken flavor gangan ni kẹ́ bèrè fún. Pẹ̀lú Maggi, ẹ ṣe oúnjẹ tó dá yàtọ̀.
Every kid is amazing at something. Give them amazing day. Amazing day instant cereal. Give them amazing day. Same calcium as a glass of milk. For healthy bones and teeth. Excellent source of protein. For daily growth and strength. Calcium, protein, vitamin A, dietary fiber.
Golden Penny Amazing Day instant cereal. Feed that amazing.
Every day is another chance to do it all over again.
Get the best of starts on the break of dawn. 32 FM 94.9.
Welcome back from the commercial break. 32 FM 94.9 Break of Dawn newspaper review is live. I am Olutayo Gwade. We are live on Facebook and on YouTube. 32 FM 949 Ibadan. Daily is here.
My name is Dele Adeyanju. Thank you so much for joining us. And we have Austin Idumo in the studio too as the analyst.
Good morning, Dele. Antayo, good morning.
Good morning, Austin Idumo. Let's start off from here. The House of Representatives has changed its decision on 3 or 5 women bills that failed to pass in the ongoing amendments to the 1999 Constitution. Yesterday was International Women's Day. The women are breaking the bias, actually.
Yes, I think so. That also followed a mass protest led by some wives of state governors, some reputable women in the community, and also from the civil society. Of course, the gender equality bill at various levels at the National Assembly have not been successful because of these biases. Of course, the theme for this year, International Women's Day, breaking bias, is a very good one that the National Assembly, especially the House of Rep, had to resign its decision that about 3 of the 5 bills will be reconsidered. Women may not at a glance be equal with a man. However, they need some level of rights in terms of all-inclusiveness. The idea that a woman belongs to the kitchen and the other room should be a thing of the past. Women should be given equal opportunity as a man in political setting, economically, and what have you. Laws should deliberately be made to preserve the rights of the girl child, first of all, then the woman in the nearest future. So we commend the National Assembly, especially the House of Rep. Like I said earlier, they did not just come like a surprise. Some women actually decided to protest, to shut down the National Assembly, to press home their demand.
So it's obvious.
Yes.
If you don't mount pressure, this government won't do anything.
Yes, this government won't do anything. So it is good that when we mount pressure, once in a while, they will tend to act, which is commendable, like the House of Rep wants to do now. But whichever way, let women of thought, women of means in the society always rise up. I believe that women will help to stabilize the system, whether polity, business-wise, and what have you. I begin to wonder, a life without a woman, how will it look like?
Why is it taking us so long to have women occupy governorship seats in this country?
Well, it is because of the political terrain, the slippery political terrain in Nigeria. That is why, let's even talk about women deputies. You know, that is not so common again. I think Kaduna has a woman as a deputy governor, Ogun State also. So these are various issues, political meetings, political persuasion. That is why we are saying that let us remove level of human interference in a democratic and electoral process. You understand? Women can be able to set themselves as candidates vie for election, canvass for vote, and emerge victorious in an election. Women cannot throw bottles. That's the issue. They can't go for meeting at late in dead in the night.
Sure?
They can't. There are so many. Of course, some can do, but not everyone. For example, if my wife is a politician and she had to be in Abuja and myself in Ibadan, there is always this thing.
Maybe that's just a barrier to women coming into politics, because most meetings happen during the night.
That is one of the barrier. That is why we are breaking the biases. If there must be meeting, bring it to open. Bring political activity to the open. Let it be laid bare. Let it be in the open field. Let women too be able to participate. Right. So we are also appealing to government, the 35% affirmation, let it also kickstart. So in cabinet appointment, whatever appointment, let women have a larger say.
Thank you, Austin Daily. Where do we go? Osun State or Ebonyi?
I think we should go to Ebonyi first. We have lots of politicians cross-carpeting. It's still okay if you are not in any elective position. But when you occupy a governorship seat, you are the deputy governor or you are at the National Assembly, you rode on the back of a particular political party to become whatever you are, and now you defected. The mandate belongs to the political party. That's the normal thing. But what does the Constitution say?
This has always been the issue in Nigeria, whether they cross-carpet from one party or the other. At every election period, politicians cross-carpet. Even some would deliberately cause crisis within their political party. Because for lawmakers, for example, the Constitution is expressly clear that when there are crises with evidence, they can cross-carpet. But on the executive arm of government, the Constitution is silent on it. The Constitution does not prescribe at a glance what the governor should suffer in terms of sanction when they transfer. But according to this judgment, and like we have also seen in past judgment, Celestine Omeya versus Rotimi Amechi, the court held at that time that vote belongs to political party, not the candidate. Faleke versus Yaya Bello, vote belongs to political party, not the candidate. So what this judgment yesterday, what the judge said in strong terms, was that the vote that were given to you by such party, you can't validly or legally transfer it to another party. That vote should remain with that political party.
So the political party holds the mandate.
Yes, the political party holds the mandate. So two things here. One, vote belonging to political party. Secondly, you cannot transfer the vote. So in my view, the judgment is good. It will end the era of impunity. But those that are celebrating today are also guilty of the same offense. Because if we want to dig deep, a lot of governors will have to go. That's the issue. But as far as the law is concerned, the law is not expressly clear on whether when governor cross carpets, they would forfeit their seat. Me as a person, I want a situation where anybody that cross carpets should lose his or her seat.
Even at the National Assembly
level. At the National Assembly level. That will sanitize the system. I've told you, politicians deliberately destabilize their own party to use it as an excuse to be able to cross carpet to another political party. That is what we are talking about. That is why there's no ideology. People wake up today, they are in APC, they sleep in the night, they are in PDP.
There was a time
it shouldn't be.
The guy is sitting tight. Will it take it to a higher court?
Of course, definitely. The Supreme Court is the highest court of jurisdiction as far as this case is concerned. So like he said, he's still a governor.
But the PDP PDP is dominating
PDP
candidates.
will do what they are doing as an opposition political party. Of course, they need to be proactive. They need to show us that they are also there. You understand? Once in a while, our law should be tested. A state high court has given order on this issue before that no, governor is the governor, he can't be removed.
And to those who say that once you cross carpet to the APC, your sins are forgiven, can they say this?
Of course, they can't say this. Like Umayin said that this judgment was meant to embarrass the ruling party. Of course, he didn't show cause in terms of evidence. He said it is clear that there are cases before Justice Inyangeko, about 10 of them on Ebonyi alone. Whether that is true or not, but let's look at it, the face of the law. Morally, is this right? Taking the mandate of, like I said, a political party is happy now. They are eager, they want to take over. If we want to dig deep, some of their governors too will also lose their seats.
Will this really...
We should end this era of impunity.
Yeah, political harlotry. Will it help us stem it?
It will help us stem it. Even if Umahi is a case study today, even if he didn't fly, we might get to the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court might give a political judgment. But let the National Assembly amend the Constitution in such a way that once you cross carpet, you lose your mandate. The mandate that is given. Look at what the judge said. He said it is either the opposition party who holds the vote nominate fresh candidate for governorship and deputy governorship, or a fresh election is conducted. You understand? So if we say because of finances we might not be able to go into another round of election, then let them nominate candidate. Like I said, nobody should rejoice. I think it's like a victory for democracy, something that will strengthen the democratic culture in Nigeria. There should be a tradition. In the US, we have seen people who have been politicians for 15 years and they belong to a particular political party.
So even when they win,
even when they lose the election, the ideology is there.
What should be the decision of the governor here? Should he step aside while they take it to the higher court to decide eventually what happens, or will he still be in office while he also pursues the judgment? I mean, justice as it were in his own instance.
Of course, he can't step aside. He will continue to be in office until the case terminates at the Supreme Court. Even in the case of a tribunal, when a tribunal sack a sitting governor, they will be in office until a higher court of competent jurisdiction.
In a way, the governor will be distracted. He will be looking at how the case eventually terminates at the Supreme Court, and the developmental project and all that will suffer.
Daily, there's something like developmental projects that will suffer. The ideal thing is that the governor is aggrieved here. As far as this judgment is concerned, he will be the one to go to a higher court, which is the court of appeal. That does not stop him. Who knows when this case will even end at the Supreme Court?
But the money he spends, the money he spends
be after the primary election.
The money he spends at the Supreme Court, the higher court, and all that belongs to the states.
It doesn't matter. Let us follow it through. Let's see how Supreme Court will interpret this.
Some say he's been victimized because of 2023.
I do not know whether it's been victimized or not. Like I said earlier, Governor Dave Umahi is just a case study, or Ebonyi State is just a case study. It happened in Zamfara. It happened in Edo.
In fact, there's a rider here, Austin. 16 APC lawmakers also lose seats over defection. So it's not about the governor alone. There are other people.
It's not about the governor alone. In Ebonyi State alone, the speaker and 70 other lawmakers should also lose their seat. You understand? There was a time it was the ready thing in the PDP. When PDP was in government, they would coerce people, coerce sitting governor to cross carpet.
But Chief Mike Ozekome, that's the lead counsel to Nnamdi Kanu, has faulted the ruling of the court that sacked Dave Umahi. He insisted that a governor and his deputy cannot be removed from office for changing political parties.
That is what Supreme Court said sometimes ago. The case is now going back to Supreme Court. This is just like a precedent. There is no court in Nigeria before now that has sacked a city governor and his deputy based on defection. This is just coming anew. And let us see how it goes. Like I said earlier, the constitution is silent on what should be the sanction for a sitting governor with a mandate of a political party going to another party. That has always been the culture in Nigeria.
A part of the constitution is quoted here. The implication of section 141 of the Electoral Act 2010 as amended is that while a candidate at an election must be sponsored by a political party, the candidate who stands to win or lose the election is the candidate and not the political party that sponsored him.
But the Supreme Court has said before now that vote belongs to the party. It is the party that sponsored the candidate. See, if you want to put it on the table and look at it very well, you might say vote should belong to a candidate, because political party is not a living thing. For example, you understand, it's just a structure, a platform. Vote should belong to candidate. But as it is today, both the combination of the constitution and the Electoral Act, votes still belong to political party, because you have to first of all be sponsored by a party before you become candidate. At a level where your party has not openly sponsored you, you are just like an aspirant. Somebody who has the intention to contest, a contestant. But the moment your party raises up your hand and say we are sponsoring you, at that time you becomes the candidate of the party.
Fantastic.
So you are nothing without your political party.
It raises another point about immunity. That is president, the vice president, governor, deputy, they enjoy some level of immunity. Nobody can.
That is what the Supreme Court said sometimes ago. That governors and deputy governors, they enjoy immunity with a session of the Constitution, section 306. How about sitting governors that tribunal remove? Don't they enjoy immunity? We are talking about the validity of your mandate, how you get into office. That is what we are talking. This is not about Umahi, about the governor that cross-carpeted. Nobody is saying that Umahi should go, but you are holding the mandate of a party and you took it to another party. So what we are saying is that give the mandate to the owner and go.
Okay. Well, from Ebonyi, we fly to Osun State. The PDP in Osun State, there is crisis rocking the PDP. We have two candidates of the PDP emerging, Senator Ademola Adeleke and Prince Dotun Babayemi. What is the true state of things now after that primaries there?
Yes, there have been serious crises between the Oyinlola faction and the Adeleke's faction. Incidentally, the Adeleke faction is backed by the National Working Committee of the party, and the National Working Committee has a say. If not for litigation that might arise as a result of this parallel primary that was said yesterday, one can say that Adeleke's emergence will be like the candidates of the party. But only God knows what the judiciary will interpret at the end of the day in terms of validity of who could organize such a primary at the state level. The authentic Osun State PDP ESCO. That is what we are looking at. Yeah, we have got it to a level again where political party cannot organize, manage, and supervise their own primary in a rancor-free manner, that a candidate will emerge without litigation. We are at it again. At the end of the day, candidate might stand in for an election, and the court again will say, no, you are not our candidate. This is the other candidate. So why is it that political party from time to time will not be able to manage their affair? The option is, there is even consensus. The option in the new electoral act now is saying that with consensus, there must be a written consent by other aspirants that yes, we willingly, with volution, free volution, giving our mandate to this person to run on our behalf. So for how long are we going to stop this out of impunity? This case might go to court, and at the end of the day, only God knows. A candidate might just be laboring, campaigning from one place to the other, and at the end of the day, another candidate might just be taken. That was the case of Omeya and Amechi. Amechi did not spend money, did not campaign, did not do anything. After Omeya won the election, the Supreme Court just called Amechi and said, yes, you are the governor, because the vote belongs to the political party, and you are the candidate of the political party legally. So for how long? Look at the time of Amechi till now. We are still within that cycle where a political party cannot organize seamless primary, consensus primary that at the end of the day will not go to court. The same thing happened in Ekiti. If not for people like Bamidele that later resigned their decision and say, oh, they remain party member, they are not going to court, it will have been the issue. There have never been any recent election that the two major political parties, they won't have issue. As far as primary is concerned. The Oyinlola faction, they are having issue with Adeleke, that immediately he lost the last election, he traveled out of the country, he did not care about the party. Now he's coming back again, he want to reap where he did not sow. However valid that argument may be, I believe that this issue could have been better sorted out even before now.
So with the issues in the PDP, does it look like a walkover for Oyetola?
Well, I don't think so. Oyetola too is also having internal issue. Of course, Aregbesola to a large extent has been demystified politically, but let us not underrate what his faction can also do, except there is a truce probably to placate some people. Aregbesola Oyetola has a lot of work to do. Of course, he brought stability to Osun State in terms of in so many areas. However, let's see how people will welcome him as far as this election is concerned. Both Oyetola, the sitting governor, he needs a lot of cohesion and cooperation within his party to be able to have an edge. For the PDP too, they need a lot of cooperation. I have always said this, it is not enough to say that the party in power is not doing well. It depends on what the opposition will present in terms of candidate and cohesion. That is what we are talking about. A party that is doing badly can be in office for as long as the opposition wants. That is it.
Remains docile.
When they remain docile, when they can't present formidable candidate, they want to. There is crisis in APC. That will have been an opportunity for the PDP. Now there is like a bigger crisis within the PDP, because I'm sure if something urgent is not done, the other candidate will have to go to court.
All right, we'll go on our second commercial break. We'll be back.
I'm living the life cause I get this every.
Hey, kọ́ńbù ẹ̀kú àlejò emú gbòǹgbò ọ̀nà ẹ̀kú àlejò ẹsẹ̀ Ìbàdàn nílé Olúyọ̀lé ẹ̀kú àmójúbà Tizeti Network Limited pẹ̀lú Tizeti ìlò omi òjò lẹ́ẹ̀ máa lo ayélujára íńtánẹ́ẹ̀tì níyàwálù torí pé gbajúgbajà níléeṣẹ́ Tizeti Network Limited nídìí ìpèsè ayélujára lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà fún iléeṣẹ́ ńláńlá àti olókoòwò kéékèèké lábẹ́ àbúradà Tizeti ẹ lè browse kẹ́ stream kẹ́ sì tún gbá géèmù bó ṣe wù yín láì níkọ̀sẹ̀ pẹ̀lú ìlànà ẹgbẹ̀lẹ́mùkú data kèé máa ṣeré ìwọ ni kò má sọ̀fànù 12,500 naira péré lẹ́ẹ̀fì jẹ mùlá data fódìdí oṣù kan gbáko lábẹ́ àbúradà Tizeti tẹ́ ẹ bá ti darapọ̀ pẹ̀lú 59,500 naira tí wọ́n fi bá yín gbé kalẹ̀ tẹ́sí lu ayélujára fódìdí oṣù kan gbáko láì níkọ̀sẹ̀ ẹ kàn sí wifi.com.ng/oyo ẹ sì lè pe 09087493040 09087493040 tàbí kẹ́ ẹ tẹ àtẹ̀jíṣẹ́ sí internet@wifi.com.ng ayélujára níyàwálù Ọ̀yọ́ ló wà.
Ǹjẹ́ tí ẹ mọ̀ bí àwọn orin tí ó máa ń tọ́nà àwọn àkókò mánigbàgbé ṣe máa ń dún nínú àwọn sinimá wa? Bàbá kan rìn láàrin ọ̀pọ̀ èèyàn láti fi ọmọ rẹ̀ fọ́kọ. Ẹnìkan ṣe àṣeyọrí tó láàmìlàaka. Ó dáná sọ àwọn ohun tí o máa ń gbọ́ pẹ̀lú ìgbàgbọ́ wípé o máa bó ìdánwò yẹn jẹ́ ẹ̀bùn kí àṣeyọrí rẹ̀ tayọ. Ó dàbí ẹni wípé o máa ń dún báyìí.
Gbé ìgbésẹ̀ o, àní gbé ìgbésẹ̀, ẹ gbé ìgbésẹ̀ sẹ́, gbé ìgbésẹ̀.
Ó dùn bí mílíkì dánò, àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́? Aládànù oríṣiríṣi rẹ̀ ló wà láti ṣara lóore ní gbogbo ọ̀nà.
Mom will come and put on the radio set. Don't worry, I'll tell Mommy.
Let me put on my radio set now.
Mommy, please, we want to listen to the Smart Kids show. It comes up Monday to Friday, 7:15 to 7:45 a.m. So we can prepare our minds for school work.
Okay, Smart Kids show. I love it too.
Thank you, Mommy.
Oh yes, 7:15 a.m. to 7:45 a.m. is the time. Mondays through Fridays. Join Auntie Yellow on the Smart Kids show.
Oh, I wanna build a train track.
Wo sórí bó ṣe jẹ́ lẹ́nu ni pé ẹni tó bá kọ́ bọ́ sí ìgboro ni ó ṣe pàtàkì kéèyàn wá nǹkan máa ṣe nítorí akitiyan ò lópin kó ọ̀n sọ̀hún tààrà wá ṣe ń ṣe nǹkan nìyẹn súnkẹrẹ gbàkẹrẹ fẹ́ni tó bá ní nǹkan ṣe nítorí pé iwájú ọ̀pá ìbí ti lé sí kò sáyè fífà sẹ́yìn láéláé bá ṣe ń ṣe nǹkan nìyẹn torí náà báwo ló ṣe fẹ́ ṣe lónìí MTN.
Welcome back. 32 FM 94.9. It's time to take your responses and reactions to the stories we read earlier. The numbers to call 070 55,000 949 080 We have some comments on YouTube already and Facebook too.
Okay, Delay, we want to take the ones on YouTube.
All right, Austin Gerard. The problem is the Supreme Court has given divergent verdicts on issues like this. Federal government versus Atiku, the Supreme Court said the president and vice cannot be removed except by death or impeachment. Omeya versus Amechi, Adagmodo, etc. The Supreme Court said the votes are for the party and not the candidate. The problem is the ruling class expressly dictates to the courts they are not independent. See more. That's a comment from Austin Gerard on YouTube.
Okay, we take some more from Facebook. I'm not standing up for Governor Mahi, nor do I approve of his defection. However, I strongly believe that slinging him alone or singling him alone for sack is a swarming similar defect. I didn't get this. I'll come back to it. Sunday Wachiko, please. I'll come back to your message. Let's take this call here. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I am John Njoko. Thank you, Austin. I'm listening to you. My own take has to do with David Umahi sacked by the court. And let me just tell you that Umahi claims he defected to APC because of injustice related to the Igbo. And I agree with him. But unfortunately, he acted in a haste because the presidential slot of PDP has not been zoned to anywhere, nor have they excluded the Southeast. So, in my view, David Umahi acted in a haste, and everything that time remains in the regions of speculation. However, I am not against the judgment of the court because the defection in my view could not be justified in law because there was no crisis in PDP when he defected. I'm only bothered by the hasty replacement of the seat by the PDP. It is the glory and wisdom of our constitution that to prevent any injustice, no man is to be concluded by the first judgment, but that if he concludes, but if he apprehends himself to their grief, he has another court to which he can resort to for relief. The constitutional existence of the Court of Appeal and the Supreme Court of Nigeria is an open admission that the trial judge may sometimes fall into error. You get this in Nigerian Quarterly Report of Nigeria Volume 1, 1987, page 130, page 193. Governor Man still remains the governor until the finality of the litigation at the Apex Court. I'm John Njoko.
Thank you, John Njoko. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Hi. This is Shegun from Oyo.
Good morning, Shegun.
I want to talk on two issues very briefly about this Umahi case. Because he belongs to PDP. What about Bayelsa election? When the deputy governor, they said he did not think his name very well, and PDP was giving the vote of APC. See, our judiciary, they are causing problem for us. About this gender equality, there are two factors that is affecting it. The cultural factor and family factor. Personally, can I allow my wife to go to Abuja and leave me and my children at home? Two, in African culture, we did not give women the right to lead. When we are in university, I'm sorry to say this, the lady that led us, she asked for class. She's a young girl. When we are doing an examination, there is no examination for women. There is not for both men. They should fight for their rights, not that they should give them cheats. Have a nice time.
Thank you for your submission there. Good morning to you. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Morning.
Good morning. Hello.
I think we lost that call. Okay. Let's see.
Okay. Hello. Good morning.
Hello. Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning, Tyler. Good morning, Dele.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
The point of the matter. Honestly, there's not bad in women participating in politics. The first female president in Honduras was sworn in 2 months ago. But with the bad system we have, there is no, they can't get to the post of governor or president. There is no way they can get there until they do correct some of the mistakes in the politics arena. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you, Mabasharon. Let's have them for a change. Maybe that could even help sanitize, the present situation. The votes are for the party and not for the candidate. There should be some sanity in our democratic society. I totally agree with the assessment of your analyst. Have a great day. Ajakai Chomlade, thank you for your message. We got that. Adisa Deshola, PDP doesn't know what they are saying sometimes. Why APC couldn't go to the court and say they want to remove Obaseki then? Okay, so Sunday, let me come back to your message. I'm not standing up for Governor Mahi, nor do I approve of his defection. However, I strongly believe that singling him alone to sack out of a swarming similar defectors is a rather voodoo kind of justice. It's obviously a witch hunt. We got your message. Thank you. Another one here. We come to it. Let's take this call. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Adeshoye from UI. I want to go to Osun State, and if I have my way, I will find my way to beg Oladipo Oyinlola and the other candidate of his fashion, because they are using them. You can imagine this Adeleke was the one that defeated Oyinlola, and they declared the election conclusive. They later organized a way to now win. See, I don't understand why somebody who has defected to APC becoming national executive of that party will go to PDP and becoming commotion. They are using them. They are using them. We just have to find a way to beg Oyinlola and his candidate to please allow PDP to have candidates in Oyo State and defeat these people. Look at an engineer going like 100 naira per one. Look at the country everywhere. Look at fuel. These people, we have to find a way to unanimously take them out of this country.
All right, someone says, Osinidumu, that the political ghost of Adams Oshomole is still haunting the APC.
I shared that sentiment too. Because since Oshomole was booted out of office, APC have never really known peace. That's the truth of the matter. Irrespective of whatever Buni may have done within the APC, the crisis have not been settled. Is it not shameful that a ruling party for close to 2 years has no substantive national working committee when we have the president as the supposed leader of the party? Somebody also tried to compare the case in Bayelsa with this in Ebonyi. There are two different cases. The case in Bayelsa then that the deputy governor, since he run on a joint ticket, was not even qualified to stand for that election at all. Therefore, it became null and void. Then on the issue of why singling out Umai for this punishment, in Zamfara, for example, and the opposition also went to court. If you didn't go to court, the court cannot come and award judgment to give you in your home. In the case of Edo State, nobody went to court. We have seen that this is just a normal thing.
All right.
Governor's court, carpet, and what have you.
Okay.
So it's a learning point in our political history as a country.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, Tayo.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Hello.
We can
Good
hear
morning,
you.
can
Good
hear you,
morning.
sir.
Go on.
This is Olede calling from Melele.
All right, lady.
I still have spoken concerning the issue in Rivers at a certain time, but I can remember vividly. Gani Fire went to court, and he said there are some votes that are meant for individuals, not party alone. And I think sometimes people vote for the person that is contesting, not only for party. And it's very unfortunate that our court has not been consistent concerning this. So I think what is happening in Ebonyi, since the governor has said he has that immunity, let's see how far they go. But I believe if the House has, if they are really serious, they will do the needful by impeaching. And you know the process you follow. Before we know, you go to appeal this, it will take a longer time. The man might have even finished his tenure before the result come up. And what happens? They start disrupting the governance of the state. That's the next day.
Thank you for your submission. Yesterday, the Vice President, Yemi Osinbajo, was 65, and a spokesperson says he will communicate his stance officially soon. That's on 2023.
Yes, how soon would that be? Nigerians are waiting for him. We want to hear from him whether he will contest or not, because there have always been speculation that he's interested in the seat and he wants to contest. So the INEC said parties should be done with their primary latest June the 3rd. So let the vice president summon the courage. If he's not interested, he should also tell Nigerians that don't campaign for me, I'm not interested. This was what Asiwaju was doing for the past how many years until he finally had to come out. If he's interested, he's eminently qualified. Let him come out to tell his supporter that I'm interested or I am not interested, because some people are already campaigning for him.
While Asiwaju Bola Tinubu has sent a letter of congratulations to Osinbajo, while some Nigerians think there are differences between both boss and subordinate, well, on his birthday, he just has to say
on
congratulations.
The birthday is his day. There's no permanent friend, no permanent enemy.
Thank you.
What is permanent is the interest.
We have to go. Thank you, dear listener. I am Olutayo Ogwade.
My name is Dele Adeyoju. Thank you, Austin, for coming. Next is Smart Kids Show with INT'L.